They said the clock would catch him. They said football is ruthless to aging legs. They said speed fades, reflexes slow, and the hunger softens with time. But at 41, Cristiano Ronaldo is still here. Still scoring, still competing, still demanding more. And the question echoing across stadiums and screens around the world is simple: how? How is he still unstoppable in a sport that devours careers before most athletes even reach their mid-30s? This is not just a football story. This is a documentary about defying time, about engineering longevity, and about the relentless mindset that turned Cristiano Ronaldo into the ultimate symbol of ageless dominance. To understand how he remains elite at 41, you have to go back to the beginning. Madeira, a small island in Portugal where a young boy ran through narrow streets chasing a ball with relentless energy. Even then, there was something different. He hated losing, not casually, deeply. If he lost a neighborhood game, it would ruin his day. That emotional intensity, that refusal to accept defeat, was the foundation of everything that followed. At 12 years old, Ronaldo left home to join Sporting CP's academy in Lisbon. Alone, young, vulnerable, the transition was painful. He missed his family, he struggled with loneliness, but every tear fueled his ambition. Football wasn't optional, it was escape, it was survival, it was destiny waiting to be shaped by discipline. By 18, he was lighting up the Premier League at Manchester United. By 23, he was winning the Ballon d'Or. By his late 20s at Real Madrid, he was rewriting scoring records in ways that felt unrealistic. 40 goals became routine, 50 became standard, 60 became possible, Champions League nights became personal showcases. His rivalry era pushed him to historic heights. But documentary storytelling isn't just about peak. It's about sustainability. And sustainability is where Ronaldo separates himself from almost everyone in football history. Most players peak between 24 and 30. After that, decline creeps in. Sprint speed drops. Recovery slows. Muscles fatigue more easily. For many, it's subtle at first, then sudden. But Ronaldo anticipated decline long before it arrived. He treated aging not as a surprise, but as a challenge to be studied and conquered. His approach to the body became scientific. Nutrition wasn't casual, it was strategic. Lean proteins, controlled carbohydrates, hydration calculated carefully, sugar minimized, recovery prioritized, sleep became sacred, ice baths weren't optional, cryotherapy sessions became routine, every detail mattered. At 41, his physical metrics remain extraordinary. Low body fat percentage, impressive muscle mass, vertical leap that rivals players half his age. But physical data alone doesn't explain dominance. It's the mentality behind the maintenance. Cristiano Ronaldo trains with intent. Not just to stay fit, but to compete. Teammates describe his sessions as relentless. If he loses a sprint drill, he repeats it. If he misses a shot in training, he stays longer. The hunger never softened. That's rare, because success often breeds comfort. Ronaldo never allowed comfort to replace competition. As his body evolved, so did his game. Early Ronaldo relied heavily on pace and flair. Stepovers, explosive wing runs. By his 30s, he transitioned into a more central role. He mastered positioning inside the penalty area. He studied defenders. He learned to conserve energy. Efficiency replaced excess. Every movement became calculated. This evolution is key to understanding his dominance at 41. He no longer wastes sprints. He chooses moments. He reads the rhythm of the game. His football IQ compensates for any minor physical changes. Experience becomes weaponized. Then, there's leadership. At this stage of his career, Ronaldo's influence extends beyond goals. Younger players watch him closely. His professionalism sets standards. His intensity demands accountability. He leads by example, first in the gym, last to leave training. But longevity also brings pressure. At 41, expectations don't disappear, they intensify. Every performance is analyzed through the lens of age. If he scores, it's legendary. If he struggles, critics whisper about decline. Yet he continues to respond the same way he always has, through performance. International tournaments highlight this resilience. Representing Portugal decades after his debut is unprecedented in modern football. He remains a symbol for the nation. When he steps onto the pitch wearing that jersey, it's not nostalgia, it's competitiveness. Sports science plays a role, but mindset remains the core. Ronaldo doesn't see 41 as limitation. He sees it as evidence. Evidence that discipline compounds. Evidence that sacrifice pays long-term dividends. His daily routine is structured with precision. Early wake up, Balanced meals spaced carefully, controlled training load, recovery windows protected fiercely, social life moderated. Every decision filters through one question: does this help performance? That question has guided him for over 2 decades. Critics sometimes frame his longevity as obsession. They're right, but obsession, when controlled, becomes advantage. Indifference ends careers faster than injury. Ronaldo has never been indifferent. And what makes his ageless dominance even more compelling is context. Football today is faster, more tactical, more physically demanding than ever. Pressing systems require constant movement. Defensive lines analyze data meticulously. Yet Ronaldo continues to find space. Continues to score. Continues to matter. He may not dribble past 5 defenders like he once did. But he doesn't need to. One touch, one movement, one header. Efficiency defines him now. The psychological impact remains powerful. Opponents still track his positioning carefully. Defenders hesitate when he enters the box. Goalkeepers prepare differently when he stands over a penalty. That aura isn't based on past achievements, it's reinforced by present output. As he entered his 40s, many expected ceremonial appearances. Instead, he delivers competitive performances. Goals in crucial matches. Leadership in tense moments. That's not farewell energy. That's unfinished business. What does ageless dominance truly mean? It means redefining the timeline. It means extending the peak beyond traditional boundaries. It means proving that preparation can delay decline. Ronaldo's journey also reshaped expectations for younger players. Longevity is no longer fantasy. With discipline and science, careers can stretch further. He changed the narrative from, "How long can you last?" to, "How long are you willing to prepare?" And yet, beneath the structure and science, emotion still burns. When he scores, the celebration still erupts with intensity. That iconic leap, that roar. At 41, the passion looks unchanged. Because the fire never dimmed. In interviews, he often speaks about motivation. About the desire to compete. About proving doubters wrong. That internal drive doesn't age. It evolves. The documentary of Cristiano Ronaldo at 41 isn't about nostalgia. It's about relevance. It's about a player who refuses to become a memory while still capable of making impact. From Madeida's modest streets to global superstardom. From teenage prospect to veteran icon. From explosive winger to calculated finisher. The transformation has been continuous. Time is undefeated in sport. Every athlete eventually slows. Every career eventually closes. But what Ronaldo has done is stretch the timeline so far that it feels almost unreal. 41 years old, still sprinting, still scoring, still competing, still demanding excellence. Cristiano Ronaldo's ageless dominance isn't magic. It's engineered. Built on discipline. Sustained by obsession. Protected by adaptation. And as long as that mindset remains intact, one thing is certain. The clock may tick, but Cristiano Ronaldo will never stop fighting it.